bear!
Eagle!
Bison! Wild Zords! Combine! Zord! Do it!
Hey Rangers, welcome to my review of the Konga Megazord from Power Rangers Wild Force. This Megazord is made up of the Polar Bear Wild Zord, the Black Bear, the Gorilla, the Bison, and the Eagle. Let's get right into it, guys. We're going to start talking about the bears. So here we have the Polar Bear and the Black Bear. They're essentially the same with different colors and emblems. One of the snowy mountains, the other of fire. The articulation on this Zord is the back legs have no real articulation. For transformation purposes, they can push up a little bit. The front paws have only back rotation to a degree before they run into the body. But that's really a transformation gimmick as well. We can see the connecting port underneath. Its mouth does open. You have to drag it down with your finger and it will lock into place. This Zord, brand new, came with 2 missiles that would lodge into the bear's mouths. And then there is a button underneath that would fire the projectile. That's essentially the bears. Next, we're going to talk about the gorilla. Let's take a closer look at him. Large red emblem in the chest, some gold etching as well. Rather beefy figure. We have this very nice, shiny metallic green paint. The camera probably won't pick it up that well, but it is metallic green paint. We have some die-cast metal on the feet. Close-up shot of the gorilla's face. On the backside of the gorilla, we have these green chrome plates that will become the chest of the Kongazord, as well as this sort of seat belt that is used to strap in the Eagle Zord as the belt. That is also made out of die-cast metal. For articulation of this Zord, the arms can move forward and back. The fists can open and close just a little bit. The legs can rotate forward and back. And the feet have several locking points. So you can push those forward and you'll hear a click. Several joints in there where you can get the foot and ankle to adjust. The feet are also on a swivel, which is due to transformation. The arms will unpeg from the side of the body, and you will get a 360 ball joint here. Forward and back motion, up and down motion. So quite a extensive range of motion on this figure, which is very cool. And I believe there's no head motion. The Bison and the Eagle. The Eagle Zord, you get the exact same Eagle Zord when you buy this brand new as you did with the Wild Force Megazord. But they give you a second Eagle Zord. So if you have the Wild Force Megazord like I do, you will then have 2 Eagles. My Eagle and my Bison for the Kongazord are still in storage. I am using the Eagle and the Bison from my Wild Force Megazord that I just reviewed. That video is up on the channel now. Go check it out if you haven't. Anyways, they gave you the same Eagle, but they do not give you the same Bison. There is a picture up on screen now of what they give you. What they give you with the Kongazord when you buy it is a motorized Bison that does not transform. It takes, I believe it is AA batteries. I could be wrong. But essentially it has a gimmick where you turn the batteries on and the Megazord will walk. There's wheels underneath the feet that will bring the Megazord forward, and the feet will move up and down to give it the appearance that it is walking. As cool as that is, I don't understand why they didn't just give us another Bison Zord. But being fortunate enough to have a actual Bison Zord, I am grateful that I do have the option to use the motorized version if I so choose to, which I don't think I would. So that's fun. I will not be going too in-depth of these Zords because you can go see that in my Wild Force Megazord review, which again is up on the channel now. Go check it out. We're going to start the transformation for this, guys. So just like I did in the Wild Force Megazord, I'm going to kind of breeze through this. These go up, these come down. Horns are going to go forward. We're going to split them in half. These back plates will come up. We can open up his backpack and we can flip these forward. And then we can close these around the backs of his legs. And we can rotate this whole assembly around. Mine's rather tight because it is so old. Give me a second. There we go. And the head can go down, and we have the legs done. Next, we need to do the gorilla. The gorilla is going to, legs are going to be pushed down. The arms are going to click back into the body. This lower section of him is going to snap and come up, bringing the legs above his head. Make sure that it clears the arms, please. The arms are then going to fold down as such. And then this back piece is going to rotate down. What we're going to do now is take the eagle. We're going to put its head forward. We're going to flap its arms down just like for the Wild Force Megazord, but we're going to keep the head down. The feet are going to remain down as well. You'll be having something that looks like this. There's a little flap right here where my finger is. That needs to be peeled out, and it will lock into place. The eagle is then going to slide right through here, and its head's going to come out this front section. Just like that. And you're essentially locked into place there. And then the top half of this metal seatbelt is going to hold the eagle into place. You might have to clear the eagle's feet. You can close the claws on the eagle's foot if that makes it easier for you. I think I'm going to do that. Once this is all in place, you can then use these two tabs here to lock it on to the Bison Zord. And then put the wings around the bison's head. And make the bison look up. Next, what we're going to do is take the bears. We're going to push their feet up. We'll do that on both of them. Feet up. Bring the butt down and swivel it to one side. Rotate the arm. Swivel it to the other side. Rotate the arm. Straighten it out. The polar bear goes on to the left side when it's facing you. We'll rotate, flip, straighten it out. On the other side, take this opportunity to open up the bear's mouths, so they're in that open cannon position. Next, what we're going to do, guys, is take the chest. We're going to open up the chest. There is a weapon inside that can come out. The head is just going to rotate back, bringing the Megazord face out, and there is a head crest that needs to be lifted up. Here we have the Power Rangers Wild Force Konga Zord. The weapon included, I heard this is with only Japanese releases. You get this chain. It is a real metal chain, and it has plastic bananas on it because the Gorilla Zord always throws bananas, but this is basically an anchor made out of sculpted bananas. And it has this pegged end right here. that will plug into the bear's mouth. So you can plug that in, and then close the bear's mouth. And then if you use the elbow joint on the other bear, you can sort of have its teeth grip the chain. And you can have it holding its chain just like in the show for its final finisher. Now, if that's not a cool display piece, guys, I don't know what is. I mentioned that the gorilla had foot articulation on a swivel. These are cannons that it would fire. These will swivel, so you can mimic that action as well. Other than that, articulation as follows. We will release the chain so I can demonstrate that. Release the chain by pressing the button that would shoot the projectile, and it will come right out, and you can set it off to the side. We have full 360 arm articulation on both sides, which is standard on Wild Force Megazords. We have elbow articulation, which is more or less standard on Wild Force Megazords. I love that they gave us an elbow joint. And you can sort of give it a forward arm if you disconnect the gorilla's arm from the body. You can sort of get more of a range of motion with that, but it's not as good as you. At this point, it looks like the gorilla is just holding a bear cannon. So I would leave that pegged in and take the loss on that articulation. But you get elbows, which is very cool. Not a lot of Megazords do that. Overall, I think that this figure looks absolutely stunning. I certainly wouldn't want to mess with this Megazord if it was coming my way. It's got that double knuckle attack that the show is famous for. I think that it is one of the cooler designed Wild Force Megazords. Guys, thank you so much for checking out the review. I very much appreciate it. If you did like the video, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Drop a comment below what your favorite Wild Force Megazord is, what your favorite Wild Zord is, and I will see all of you Rangers in the next review.